Water is life, we all know that. But what about the water we don't see? The water hidden beneath our feet, that's groundwater, and it's just as important, maybe even more so. Think of it as a giant natural reservoir. It supplies our wells and springs. It keeps our rivers flowing, even when it hasn't rained in a while. And get this, it provides drinking water to nearly half the world's population. Protecting groundwater isn't just about the environment, it's about our survival. But here's the thing, groundwater needs to be replenished. Think of it like filling a bathtub. The faucet is the rain and the tub is the groundwater. We need enough rain to keep the tub full, but when we cover the ground with pavement, it's like plugging the drain. The water can't soak in and the tub doesn't fill up. That's a big problem. Now, I'm not saying we need to tear up all the roads and parking lots, but there are things we can do right in our own backyards to help water find its way back into the ground. It's easier than you think, and every little bit helps. So let's roll up our sleeves and give Mother Nature a helping hand. Remember that rain barrel your grandpa used to have? He was onto something. See, when rain falls on grass or dirt, it soaks into the ground. It's a slow, natural process that gives the water time to filter down and replenish the groundwater. But when rain falls on pavement, it doesn't have anywhere to go. It just runs off, picking up pollutants and trash along the way. Think of a newly paved parking lot. The water just sheets off, often flooding streets or overwhelming storm drains. This rush of water erodes stream banks, carries pollutants into our waterways, and does nothing to replenish the groundwater we rely on. And it's not just parking lots. Driveways, sidewalks, patios, all those hard surfaces contribute to the problem. Now, I know we need roads and sidewalks, but there's a balance to be struck. We can have our modern conveniences and still be mindful of the environment, and that's where things get exciting. There are so many creative, attractive ways to reduce pavement and give water a chance to soak back into the earth. Let's explore some of those options. Cities face a unique challenge when it comes to water. Think about it. Concrete jungles, right? Buildings, roads, sidewalks. They're all essential, but they come at a cost. All that impermeable surface creates a phenomenon called the urban heat island effect. Cities get hotter than surrounding areas because concrete and asphalt absorb and radiate heat. This leads to increased energy consumption for cooling and can even impact public health. But here's the kicker. More pavement also means less groundwater recharge. Remember that natural reservoir we talked about? Well, in cities, it's like having a leaky faucet and a plugged drain at the same time. We're using more water than ever, but less and less rain is able to replenish the supply. This can lead to water shortages, especially during droughts. The good news is that cities around the world are starting to take notice. Green infrastructure projects like permeable pavements and rain gardens are popping up everywhere. These solutions not only help replenish groundwater, but also beautify neighborhoods and create a more livable urban environment. It's a win-win for everyone. Now, let's talk about why this all matters. When we allow water to naturally soak into the ground, we're doing more than just replenishing groundwater. We're actually filtering and cleaning the water at the same time. Think of the earth like a giant Brita filter. As water percolates through the soil, impurities are filtered out, leaving behind cleaner water for us and for nature. This natural filtration process is crucial for maintaining healthy ecosystems. It helps recharge aquifers, which are underground layers of rock that hold groundwater. These aquifers provide water for drinking, irrigation, and industry. When aquifers are depleted, it can lead to a whole host of problems, including land subsidence, saltwater intrusion, and even earthquakes in some cases. Another benefit of allowing water to infiltrate the ground is that it helps to reduce the risk of flooding. When rainwater can't soak into the ground, it has nowhere to go but to run off, often causing flash floods, especially in urban areas. By increasing the permeability of our landscapes, we can slow down the flow of water and give it time to be absorbed, reducing the risk of flooding and erosion. Section 5 DIY for a greener world, breaking up the concrete. Alright, so we've talked about the problem and we've discussed the importance of finding solutions. Now let's get down to brass tacks. What can you actually do in your own yard to make a difference? Well, I've got good news for you. There are a ton of simple, DIY-friendly projects that can transform your paved surfaces into eco-friendly oases. One popular option is permeable pavers. These are like regular pavers, but with wider spaces between them that allow water to seep through. You can use them for patios, walkways, even driveways. They look great, are easy to install, and best of all, they allow rainwater to reach the ground below. Another great option is a rain garden. This is a shallow, depressed area in your yard that's planted with water-loving plants. It's designed to collect rainwater runoff from your roof or driveway and allow it to slowly soak into the ground. Rain gardens are beautiful, low maintenance, and incredibly effective at reducing stormwater runoff. And hey, if you're not ready to commit to a big project, there are still plenty of small things you can do. Replacing a section of your concrete walkway with gravel or stepping stones, installing a rain barrel to collect rainwater from your roof, even just making sure your downspouts direct water away from paved surfaces and into your yard. Every little bit helps. Section 6 Project Spotlight. Build a rain garden oasis. Ready to get your hands dirty and create a beautiful, eco-friendly feature in your yard? Let's build a rain garden. Don't worry, it's easier than you might think. Just follow these simple steps. Step 1. Choose the right spot. Look for a naturally low-lying area in your yard, at least 10 feet away from your house. The ideal spot will receive runoff from your roof or driveway. Step 2. Determine the size and shape. A good starting point is a rain garden that's about 100 square feet. But you can adjust the size and shape to fit your yard. Get creative. Curves and irregular shapes look more natural. Step 3. Excavate and amend the soil. Dig out the area to a depth of about 6 to 8 inches. Mix the existing soil with compost and sand to improve drainage. This will help the water soak in more easily. Step 4. Plant water-loving beauties. Choose plants that thrive in both wet and dry conditions. Native plants are always a great choice. They're adapted to your local climate and require less maintenance. Step 5. Mulch and water. Add a layer of mulch around your plants to help retain moisture and suppress weeds. Water your rain garden regularly for the first few weeks until the plants are established. That's it! You've just created a beautiful, functional rain garden that will help reduce stormwater runoff, beautify your yard, and provide a habitat for beneficial insects and wildlife. Section 7. More ways to unpave your paradise. Building a rain garden is a fantastic way to start, but don't stop there. There are countless other DIY projects you can tackle to unpave your paradise and make it more water-wise. Let's dive into a few more ideas. 1. Swap concrete for gravel or mulch. Consider replacing sections of your concrete walkways or patios with gravel, mulch, or stepping stones. This simple change can dramatically increase the permeability of your hardscaping. 2. Install a French drain. If you have areas in your yard that tend to collect water after a rainstorm, a French drain can be a lifesaver. It's a trench filled with gravel that redirects water away from your foundation and into a more desirable location. 3. Create a dry creek bed. This attractive landscaping feature mimics a natural creek bed and is designed to slow down and absorb rainwater runoff. It's a beautiful way to manage drainage while adding visual interest to your yard. 4. Tree or 2 or 3. Trees are nature's superheroes when it comes to water management. Their roots absorb rainwater, their canopies intercept rainfall, and they help to reduce soil erosion. So plant a tree today and work its magic. Remember, every little bit helps. Even small changes can make a big difference when it comes to reducing stormwater runoff and replenishing our precious groundwater supplies. Section 8. A little effort, a big impact. We've covered a lot of ground here, from the importance of groundwater to the negative impacts of paved surfaces and the many ways you can make a difference right in your own yard. Now you might be thinking, do my small efforts really matter? And the answer is a resounding yes. Every time you choose a permeable paving option over concrete, every rain garden you install, every tree you plant, you're contributing to a healthier planet. You're reducing stormwater runoff, improving water quality, and helping to replenish our precious groundwater resources. Remember, we're all in this together. The choices we make in our own backyards can have a ripple effect, inspiring our neighbors and communities to follow suit. By working together, we can create a more sustainable future, one permeable paver, one rain garden, one tree at a time. Section 9, join the movement, 1 yard at a time. So there you have it, folks. We've explored the challenges, we've uncovered the solutions, and now it's time to take action. Transforming your paved surfaces into eco-friendly havens doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small, choose a project that excites you, and remember to have fun along the way. Share your progress with your friends and neighbors. Spread the word about the importance of water conservation and reducing stormwater runoff. Together, we can make a real difference, 1 yard at a time. Remember, we're not just building gardens and driveways here, we're building a more sustainable future for ourselves and for generations to come. Let's get to work.